When you were living your life, did you ever think this could be a movie someday?
No. It's it's very unlikely that the book. I mean, even writing the book, it didn't seem like it was something. I wasn't writing it intending it to become a movie. I think some people write books with that in mind, but it seemed the structure of the book is a very complicated structure, I think, in some ways, and so I think Paul Weitz sort of took on a big challenge to do it. Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah. This was a project that you worked on for several years of development with filmmaker Paul Weitz. How did you feel secure in trusting him with your story?
Oh, well, the time helped. I mean, the 7 years, we worked on it for 7 years, and but we did hit it off right away. He had both intelligence and enthusiasm about the project. I mean, that's sort of what seemed to be the most important thing, was someone who was just really excited about it. So, yeah.
Excellent. Yeah. How extensive was your time spent with the actors for their research?
Well, each actor, we it's different with each actor. So with Julianne, it was a phone call, a long phone call. With Paul Dano, it was actually quite a bit of time. We lived near each other in Brooklyn, and so we hung out a lot. With Mr. De Niro, we traveled together to go visit my father, and then there was a lot of other time just in his office and sort of talking over the script and stuff. So yeah, it was a good amount of time. Yeah.
Jonathan Flynn has, as they say, the gift of the gab. How has Robert De Niro incarnated your father?
That was one thing that was interesting when Robert De Niro met my father, that he actually needed to have like more of that, more dialogue, because the script was sort of lean for his dialogue, and so we sort of went back in and added like several pages of rambling monologues for him to just sort of take inside, and he just did great with it. Yeah.
Excellent. How do you assess Paul's playing of Nick in this movie?
Oh, I mean, in many ways. I mean, it's a very strange thing to see. It's almost impossible for me to like even see it really. I can see the other characters better. But with Paul, I mean, he's a very sensitive actor. He's got an amazing range. I mean, we do several takes of each shot, and each one he would find a different emotional resonance. And then it was up to the editor, for Joan Sobel and Paul Weitz to sort of craft the movie out of that. But he could have made probably 5, 10 different movies from just his emotional range. So.
Since your story is now about to reach more people, what would you like them to take from it in terms of hopeful learnings?
Hopeful learnings? Well, one of the things that was great working with Paul Weitz is that, initially one of my only concerns was that we didn't stereotype the homeless and sort of make it really an individual story, about, individual struggles. And if people just be open to that, I think, just to sort of, not to sort of use a blanket statement about the homeless, but just to recognize that they're, everyone's sort of a human being with a past and connections to someone. So.
Of course. Well, thank you very much. That's it.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thanks.